welcome back, everybody, to the adventures of Count Kanakra of Thyala. I will be honest with you, I was a little worried about the reception last episode would get, seeing as I Want to Be the Disgusting Frog Lord of the Monkey Islands didn't really have a nice ring to it, but it turns out everybody kind of liked the idea, huh? Probably because, then again, it is the Disgusting Frog King of the Monkey Islands. One thing people are pointing out to me is this name has got to go. There was a much better name suggested. Not Nahut, but in fact, we go for Dahut. That's one of the biggest complaints people had there. So we are now, of course, Count Kanakra Dahut. Perfect. Fantastic. Thank you. That's exactly what we need to elevate this up to a 10 out of 10. The other suggestion was, I think it was Vamina people said that we should go for... No, Namira, that was it. Lady of Decay, Daedric Prince whose sphere is Ancient Darkness. She's known as a Spirit Daedra, ruler of the sundry dark and shadowy spirits, and often associated with spiders, insects, slugs, and other repulsive creature which inspire mortals with instinctive revolution. End quote. Is exactly what I was told to go for, and honestly, what sums up this man more than instinctive revulsion, not revolution, or instinctive revolution in the fact that you might want to invest in a lot of salt for your garden. The dusty text you perused earlier had some information that was useful, but nothing important. To really delve into the mysteries of Oblivion, we need to hire a scholar, and of course we will. It's going to put us into debt, but this is for the glory of, was it Vamina? Was it Namira? It's Namira, isn't it? I can never tell these Daedric princes apart. Besides, like, you know, Mehrunes Dagon and you know, Hermaeus Mora, because he has a crazy voice. So we're going for... where are you there? Namira. Okay, perfect. Now, in theory, very soon we should be contacted by a Daedric scholar who's going to say, good God, you're a disgusting, horrible creature, and then they're probably going to leave our court and not teach us anything, which is pretty ironic. I don't know whether or not they're based on your... I'm pretty sure they're based on your culture and religion, right? So in theory, we should get a Sload worshipper of... who openly practices the Thrasian rituals, but secretly behind the scenes, quiet, is a big fan of worshipping slug gods. Perhaps I should use my extensive military knowledge, to impress Grand Mayor Nigel II into liking me more. We're making moves on Grand Mayor Nigel, our first ally. Such is the... it is said that Sload are apparently a little bit sort of manipulative. They're very good at feigning interest and sort of faking friendships to get what they want. Let's talk strategy then, Mayor Nigel. Oh, God damn it. Grand Mayor... Oh, wow. Grand Mayor Nigel's response to my letter was cold and hastily written. Whether he is uninterested in military matters or he doubts the validity of my suggestions, it is clear that he was not impressed by my letter. For the love of God, Nigel, we call him Big Nige. Nige Mo Wong. How could he not be impressed? Ah, there we go. Perfect. Right on cue. Rakil. So I was right. Yeah, they are your religion and your culture. But then secretly, quiet, they do worship Namira. There's much about Namira I'd like to learn. Or, with your help, there are many secrets I can uncover. So we can just straight become the cult of Namira. I think we have to, don't we? I think we have to, otherwise we lose... I mean, there's not an ability to become it in secret, apparently. Oh, you automatically become it in secret. Right, okay, yeah. I didn't really remember how the system worked too much, but that over at the side there has unlocked a new button for us. What is this? So, captures the cult of Namira, yep. Lady of Decay, Prince of Ancient Darkness. Oh, look, it's that thing what I just read. The Ring of Namira is an artifact of choice. It's rumored to have powers mighty as reflecting damage back at an attacker, or as repugnant as empowering a wearer when they engage in cannibalism. Oh, man. This is how Ebola spreads. This is how AIDS spread. We're going to be the filthy slug frog lord who eats all the monkeys and gains their monkey power. Incredible. Like this game, this mysterious princess recognition. I wonder if because we're slowed, we get like a racial bonus. There she is. She's very spooky. And there's a man who I assume does all of her bidding. He's apparently a gladiator. Good. Namira of the Scuttling Void. She likes us because we are deceitful. She doesn't like us because we're just a fucking disgusting, horrible frog creature. I don't understand. We can pay tribute. We can make an offering, offer an artifact to sacrifice a creature. Well, luckily, Sload can raid. Outside of that, though, we would be allowed to raid because we're Cult of Namira. It says there we can raid if down able to loot. So even if we weren't, we could just adopt that openly. But we are going to stick with the Thrasian rituals because obviously we can revoke that one. Revoke it, reform it. That is one of our sort of goals here. Let's go for it then. So I think a little bit of raiding this episode definitely wouldn't go amiss. It would help us build ourselves up, allow us to invest into the capital. Not only that, it would please Namira. So what does she offer us then? So the Ring of Namira sounds incredible. That sounds exactly what we need, because the Sload are like, obviously, absolute units. They can't move, they can't fight, they can't use tools very well because they have gigantic clubbed fingers. A little like me when playing CK2. However, this sounds very useful. The fact that it can reflect damage back at attackers sounds like the perfect ring for a filthy Sload mage. Speaking of which, as well... Make decay feed new life. What? Sorry, this isn't what I wanted to get onto. The scavengers and decomposers are typically reviled, but these creatures are the same ones which nourish the soil that feeds new life. Oh. Depopulated provinces instantly recover. Oh, that's very cool. Okay, it's interesting. It's probably not going to be too relevant for us being on an island nation. You're more resistant to disease just by, you know, the wonders of geography. That's cool, though. Obviously, getting, like, a lesser Daedric Horde or something would be pretty incredible. 2,500 ADA isn't too difficult, bearing in mind that Akavir is flooded with, like, Dragonbone weapons, Dragonbone armor, nice katanas. Lots of treasures are to be found in Akavir, as we found out from previous series. So, I think pleasing Namira is at the top of my list. I mean, with a face like that, what wouldn't he be able to please, let's be honest. So, let's raise some troops then, huh? I don't know if there is another part of this event chain, but we do want to flip over our focus as well at some stage. Oh, that's what I meant to talk about. So along with that, I've also added some retinues, which maybe more accurately reflect the Slowed. So we've got a Light Mercenaries retinue. These guys all have higher defense, but they don't have the morale and the defensive bonuses available in the base game to base game retinues. They're technically slightly weaker as a result, because they get... In the base game, it's plus 10% defense, plus 10% offense, and plus 10% morale. In this, it's only a plus 25%. You could argue that offense is better than all of that. But for us, our main retinue is going to be this, the Slowed Battle Mages. So obviously, mages are super powerful. We're going to get a lot of tech points because we're going to be a more learning-focused, you know, race. We get racial bonuses, which are influenced by that anyway, because we get bonus to learning by being a Slowed. We're also going to be part of, like... The magician, I was going to say musician society then, which is something entirely different. The magician society, what's the word for it? Wizards. Magician, I think, is a little bit offensive. That's considered a dick move in wizard society. The wizard society obviously will give us bonuses to tech points as well. Tech points we can sink all into battle mages. I think it'd be kind of fun. Now, to obviously represent the Slowed being big, fat, just disgusting, horrible, disgusting creatures, they are much, much slower, so their offense is weakened, but their defense is much higher by comparison. So battle mage defense plus 40%. Plus it also makes a bit more thematic sense that we're going to have to fight off hordes of very angry, potentially rabid, potentially Ebola-ridden monkeys as well. Because those guys are not going to be too happy that we're basically... I believe this is a holy site, or is it just a holy site for us? Well, it's clearly not a holy site and not a temple. That doesn't mean it's not a holy site, though. It just means it might be a temple holding. No, we're good. Okay, nothing to worry about then. That's okay. Whew, we're fine. Don't get me wrong. They'll still probably want to take back their de jure territory, which we're just basically parked in with our big, fat, just disgusting bodies. So... emphasis on that. Let's move on. Let's actually get into some gameplay now then. So that's Namira. Nope, Vamina. Whatever her name is dealt with. Studies with Rakil are proving fruitful. Now I've gleaned some valuable information about Namira. I've substantially improved my understanding of the mysteries of Oblivion. There we go. So we get some tech points. And that is basically the end of that end of that event chain. One thing... Oh, right. Yeah, of course. Because we've never done it before. We get the option of becoming a mystic. Seems like a great idea to me. Stewardship plus 1, learning plus 2, church opinion plus 5, religious same trait opinion plus 5. Let's go for it. This knowledge has transformed me. We're now... Oh, look at the wrong person. There we are. We are now a mystic, and we are known as a scholar. Gives us a little bit more learning, which in turn gives us more magicka, and obviously the ability to cast somewhat better spells. Let's get out of lack of funds. Now, the one thing you guys have been telling me to do is, very importantly, we can found a religious cult, okay. We go to the guild hall, we visit the decisions, and then we study a specialization. This will allow us to pick, you know, a magic more, perhaps, suited to our character. So we can go for Battle Maid, Bard, Crusader. I don't think Bard or Crusader are appropriate for this. I did say it was the Musicians Guild, though. Diplomacy focused with a smaller bonus to intrigue actually might help us out quite a lot, seeing as our diplomacy is very, very, very low. They are very powerful wizards, but they focus less on the offensive magics and more on the sort of supplementary magics. So, conjuration, necromancy especially, that's what they're really known for. I guess maybe healer by some extent. What's that? Stewardship focus with a smaller bonus to learning. Priest. Oh man, it's a shame you can't just straight up pick necromancy. I think when it's legal, you can, can't you? You can study it as a specialization, or at least it's condoned by the Mages Guild, might be the right word for it. Savant, Sorcerer, Spell Sword, Witch Hunter. I might go for... I mean, that's learning focus with a bonus to martial. Can we get like a learning focus one with a bonus to sort of diplomacy? Learning focus with bonus to diplomacy. Okay, we're going to be a priest, guys. Bear with me on this one. We're going to be the just filthy, disgusting frog lord of the Monkey Islands. We're also a priest, trained priest. We can officiate marriages, monkey marriages, apparently. Good. What is this? What is this campaign? You all agreed to this. You all said on the last episode that this was fine. A group of robbers calling themselves the Band of Brothers have been brought before me. The long list of crimes does not put them in a good light. Very slowed. Countess Natrani of Thalia. You betrayed me for the... Oh, that's my wife. Oh, my wife dislikes... I thought my wife was the leader of the Band of Brothers, and no, she just is not going to like me if I chop the heads off, because it's apparently cruel, even though Slow do not really care for that. I suppose this is why they're not super playable in base game, because obviously you'd have to change a lot of base game events. Why would I care about petty thieves? I mean, he would if they're stealing from him. Perfect punishment. They'll play immersement, or we can say off with their heads. I mean, it's better for us to gain some benefits. I'm going full-blown slowed. I mean, I've got the looks for it. We might as well go for the personality as well. They'll play immersement. We're getting something out of that. They're getting something out of it too. That's the slowed nature, right? Well, I mean, we're getting something out of it. It's the main thing here. Oh, wait, is that the Nagasta? I think that might be the Nagasta. Bearing in mind, he is a Master Mage, Necromancer, Slowed, and Order of the Black Worm. Hello. Is that you, my friend? Wait, history. Wait. Can we go to that guy and see what he's got claims on? When did he arrive in our court? Hang on. What did I just make him? Hopefully a wizard. Spy Master Nagasta. This is the guy. I'm almost 100% sure this is the guy. He's 280 years old. There's nothing that really indicates that he owns territory or anything. Is this before or after? This is after Manny Marco's been banished again back to Cold Harbor, right? This is interesting. So this guy is the one I was actually talking about, and this guy is the one that wrote the book of necromancy for the slowed people, basically, and it's actually referenced. I referenced it during the religion, so you can see their scripture. Nagasta Kavata Kavakis is a book you can get in Skyrim, Oblivion, and Morrowind, blah, 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 blah. But this is the guy that wrote it. He's the main enemy of the Elder Scrolls game Redguard. So that's kind of cool that we've got a historical character turning up on our court. Nice to meet you, my good friend. Oh, well, there we go. That was very easy, huh? Searching through the deepest, darkest, and definitely dustiest parts of my library have paid off. But there were really old books and magic untold hidden in there. But necromancy, even just holding the book gives me the shivers. Do I really have to spend so much time amongst death and rotten flesh? Can I even do it? But the power it can grant me, the power. Endless possibilities. This seems like the perfect necromancer playthrough. We're trapped on a tiny little isle. We're full of dirty slug people who can't fight. Let's get the undead to do it for us. The bodies of our enemies. Perhaps I should use my extensive military knowledge to impress Grand Mayor Nigel to like me more. So one of the features of the Religious Reformation is you can just choose to become a necromancer whenever you would like, as long as you pick the doctrine. And you have a certain amount of piety. I forget what I set it to now. And some gold for supplies and some, you know. I've hand-waved it away as actually having a cost to it. Okay. Hey, Nigel. How about my military exploits? There was that one time I slithered down the stairs. In less than 5 minutes. He's not interested. I'm not sure it is. Well, they have feet down there. I keep saying they're like disgusting slug creatures. They actually have feet. They're like disgusting slugs with feet is what I'm getting at. He has not responded well to my stories of military life. I'm going to say it, guys. I don't think Grandma Nigel likes us. I'm getting the impression he's really not on board. We're only trying to make friends with him because he's got lots of money. I mean, well, he hasn't got lots of money, but he is the head of a republic. So making friends with him and maybe getting him into our wars a little bit, asking for monetary compensation here and there, he'd be up for that. I'll give him access to my library. There we go. He's going to empty our library, excuse me. Well, let's hope it'll sway him then. Ah, there we go. 5 opinion. Nice. Only another 45 opinion to go, and then he'll be indifferent to the disgusting legged slug creature. One of my commanders is improving significantly. When can we start down the... Oh, this tiger. He's racist. He's a slug racist. When can we dive into the actual necromancy side of things? And so I believe we just get... if we consult our other decisions, if we... visit the marketplace. What have they got? Visit the alchemist. I believe we can buy like books and potions and things that can give us some nice bonuses. Visit the library. If we've got enough gold, as we found out in the last time we played the Elder Kings, visit the library is actually super powerful because it basically allows you to buy books that give you diplomacy bonuses or stat bonuses at random. Kind of like if you watch the Game of Thrones series, kind of like the tournaments in that. It's a very similar system. Purchase a mount and purchase a pet. I feel like a mount. Probably not appropriate. We're going to sit on a horse and kill it instantly. That's a great plan, my friend. All right. Let's see what the society have to throw at us. But I think with the necromancy now, we can actually consult our other decisions. We can go to open spellbook. And then in here should be... Well, yeah, we can summon undead now. We can summon undead courtiers as well. How many can we summon? Moderate version gives us what? 1,200 troops. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad when you consider our neighbors are sat there with 1,200. And these are event-spawn troops. So we can keep these boys like permanently hired and not have to worry about it. They also don't cost any upkeep, any maintenance cost or anything like that either. So we could declare war on this guy. Ducal Conquest of Tangon. What do we need for that? 100 favor and 5 gold. Well, we're actually not far off of that. Holy shit, and then we can become a Duke Slug already. That gives access to certain other events as well. The only downside with the current system of summoning in the Elder Scrolls, in the Outer Kings, you used to be able to summon as many people as you wanted to and basically stat them up. That was super OP, especially if you were a powerful mage who just summoned hundreds of thousands of Daedra and just wandered like Tamriel and crushed everybody. This time around, you can only summon one lot of bound minions. So, assuming our Magicka is high enough, and I believe it is, that's what I wanted to test with that event, I'm going to dismiss these. We're going to wait for... Oh, saying that, though, our Magicka's maximum of 48. I think we need 50 to be able to summon the biggest band. But essentially, we've got to try and summon the biggest band always, because we can't summon any more. If we've got even the smallest amount of troops, you cannot summon any more after that. So we always want to have that highest band going. A forthright message from my good friend Nigel II. My dearest monkey friend, peace be upon you. I am a filthy slug creature. No, he doesn't want to be our friend. My lord, begins a note from Chancellor Jabba. The writing of your manuscript has come to a halt. Our outer scholar and most experienced scribe has passed away. Recommends investing in more scribes. 1.1 gold. I need that money. That's my invasion money. How much are we making per month out of interest? 0.48. You guys smelling that? That smells like some mints need debasing to me. Business focus, if you don't mind. What was that? Stewardship plus... Okay. Business focus also does suit the slowed playthrough as well. Debasing mints, stealing money from our citizens for our own personal gain. Seems absolutely slowed. That is 100% slowed. Right, do we want to go for magical training then? And sort of go what I was talking about, maybe buff up our battle mages, so we've just got this disgustingly powerful defensive army, emphasis on disgusting. We could also go like... I mean, we could still go like cavalry and hire those offensive, like a mixture of the slowed battle mages with their massive defense, coupled with cavalry with their massive offense, and obviously the natural bonuses like cavalry have, like the natural stats of cavalry are very, very good. That combination could be a massively devastating retinue, and we won't need anything else at that stage, I'd say. Because these guys have such high defense that you wouldn't need to bulk it out with the regular sort of light heavy infantry to take the brunt of things, huh? That might be a good idea. Either that we go for like siege equipment, shipbuilding, military, that's all boring stuff. I'm going to go for mages. Slowed are known for being magical. Let's get some magical big boy slowed, and this is exactly what we wanted to here. Rakil, our... were you not our Namira scholar? Must be another guy called Rakil Hub. You all look the same. That's not racist. He's a slugman. He can say that. Your steward comes to you one afternoon. He has devised a plan to bring exotic goods into the realm. Let's organize an expedition. Obviously, we're going to hire a crew of bandits to steal the ship. We are slowed. The word is spread that you're planning a trading expedition. A group of have arrived at your court with a request. I don't know. A group of... I don't know what that means. They are offering temple funds for the journey, and if you allow them to come along. No. I mean, we don't really have high enough diplomacy to make this trip worthwhile anyway. You need a high diplomacy, you need gregarious, you need, learning is another big one. We can definitely pass the learning check, but everything else, I'm a little worried we're just going to fail this anyway. So I'm going to say I can't risk them getting in the way, sod them. Basic enchanted items, such as warding amulets and base rings of health, are part of an important for a mage's inventory. Transcendent architects have asked if I can produce a few for fellow mages. Of course we can, as long as we're handily paid. Using white soul gems, not good. And enchanting station. White soul gems are just basically like animal souls. Black soul gems are obviously the souls of sentient beings or Daedra, or like specifically like Dremora. Again, sentient beings. I produce several simple instances of arcane equipment, and I'm given some money as payment. Excellent, thank you very much. Isn't it in Morrowind if you soul trap... Is it Vivek or Diviath Thea? Or I think it is Vivek, isn't it? If you trap them in Azura Star, it's the most expensive and most powerful soul gem you can make in any Elder Scrolls game. Your expedition has reached the realm of this monkey man over here. It's not Nigel, unfortunately, otherwise that would have worked out pretty well for us. We travelled all of about 5 foot there to get to those islands. Granted, it was halfway across the world, to be honest. A dozen tough warriors. I hope this doesn't fuck up, because we need to basically pick this one. Because like I said, we don't have the diplomacy check and we don't have gregarious, so we need to give ourselves the best chance possible. But if this fails after spending 30 gold, we're going to spend like 60 months recovering. Unless we can debase the mints, obviously. Right, so we can pass this one. Like I said, we've got the learning check. At dinner, you notice Sahib Khanna of Lamkayan's face growing red with annoyance as he glares at your steward shoveling food into the face with his bare hands. I mean, part of me wants to say I'm hungry too, but it's on the wiki. They're capable of feigning emotion. They're capable of sort of feigning social acceptance where it's necessary. It's only acting in accordance with its religion. After long hours of negotiation... Oh, thank God. Okay. I misread that for a second. I thought we failed. We have come to a mutual understanding. There will be a profitable agreement. We got 100 gold. That's incredible. Because now when we get enough favor, we can declare our Ducal Conquest basically immediately. So what do we need again? It's like 100 favor. Shouldn't take too long to get. I mean, we do have quite high learning. Owns a holy relic. Transfer returning apostates. Learning plus... There we go. Quite high learning is given us 0.5. That's going to take 10 more months. So by the end of next year, we can definitely go to war. So this is where being a slowed has its benefits, right? 50% chance of getting greedy. If we could get... Oh, that sucks. I mean, not only is it thematically accurate, but it would have been nice with a little tax bonus there. Oh, well, that's not such a big deal. 0.76. So we are making an extra 0.3 gold per month from that one. Gift him an invaluable book. No. Wait, what book have we got that we can give him? We don't have an invaluable book. I guess we just... Oh, it's going to cost us 1 gold to try and sway him. Hey, there we go. We softened him. Nice work. So there's sway that's 5 soften, which is 15, and then what's the other one? It's like endeared or something like that. It's plus 15. That's a pretty good outcome, I think. We should probably focus on something a bit more relevant, though. Like maybe the king of all of the monkey people. The king of the Tang Mo there would make a much better idea, seeing as we're literally parking in his territory. And he actually absolutely hates us. Slowed, minus 25. Necromancer, minus 10. Zealous, minus 25. Yeah, he's not a big fan. What is that? Follower of Zivamo. Oh, it's one of them monkey gods, sure. Let's close the spellbook for now. What can we do with you? Oh, we can also steal artifacts. So we can hire the local thieves guild, whatever it is in Akavir, to try and grab some of his artifacts. I forgot we could do that. What about like the Kamal Empire? Maybe they've got something. I don't know how much gold it would cost though at this stage, seeing as we've only got 78. So they steal the item, then you have to pay them for it. It's not like you pay up front, or it's not like they won't steal it if you can't pay. You have to pay once we start this event. There's nothing really worth stealing right now. What about you guys? What have you got? Let's see. Steal artifacts. They've got camels. What we could do is actually go to the Find Characters tab, go search all, go reset all, Diplo range, yes, and then say rare artifact, and then see what we've got. Now I believe they have to be a landed character, so we'll say ruler equals yes. Oh man, is that it? These are the only 3 people in Akavir who have a rare artifact. Father of Nirn, debatable. The Ton of Shi Yang has a mud crab in the book Father of Nirn. Let me guess, Father of Nirn? Straight some buttocks. That's a good book. Stewardship plus 2 and build time minus 10%. That would be pretty decent. He's also a fellow necromancer. A friend of mine. I don't think a Slode is the best person to be stealing things, so should we go for that? If we're part of the Thieves Guild with a cam on a tongue, you'll be able to steal it for yourself. Obviously, we can't join those because we're a giant, disgusting, just fat, ugly slug creature. Let's steal it. Soho's, Strakes, and Futtocks should be mine. All I need to do is get a capable thief to act on my behalf. Hire I was wrong. We actually pay in advance. Okay, no, because I'd rather become a Duke first. And obviously, we're going to need some money to make that Duke level title as well. But that's always good to know for the future. I actually thought we paid up front. If you remember, to the Dwemer contingency one, we actually did with that. So when they stole the artifact, they took the gold after the fact. And I think it's when we stole... We stole the hammer. Shit, what's it called? Sunder? Keening? It's Sunder, isn't it? When we stole Sunder, they made us pay 1,000 gold or like 1,500 gold after they stole it, and it was just a complete like blindside and slowed the campaign down for a while. But hey, we can now debase some mints. We gain the trait Greedy, definitely, which is fantastic. That's how we slowed right there. Should we start building up some territory? What can we actually build here? Luckily, it's not too expensive. Castles, cities, academies. We probably want to build a city next. We can hold all 3. In fact, we have to build a city next because you have to have one of each holding before you can build an extra, like, castle, for example. So build a city, build an academy. Academy will provide us with nice troops and obviously tech points. City will give us the taxes that we so desperately need. So I think I'm going to build a city and focus on upgrading that city just as much as possible. I already have a new decision. Oh, recruit court physician. Nah, we'll just give that someone in court. I'm sure we've got someone capable of doing that, right? Oh, man, I'm going to have any honorary titles, huh? Nagasta, you've sort of proven your worth to the Slowed people. You get to be designated regent. Court physician, how about my good friend Nagasta? He seems like he's definitely proved his worth. And what about, hang on, Nagasta for court mage as well? He's definitely proven his worth to the Slowed people. Food taster, Jabba. Oh my god, he's actually called... Okay, it's actually a reference to Star Wars. That last name, Decisive, I think is how you say it, is Jabba the Hutt's last name. That's actually what that is. So, okay, fair enough. You got me. Good one. I wonder if that's actually in, like, Morrowind then, or Redguard, and they made the reference to that, and then Elder Scrolls making a reference to the devs, making a reference to Star Wars. Not entirely sure. I can't believe I've only just noticed that. What else we got? I'm looking for other references now. So, like, got Olga? I'm not sure what that is. Obviously, Golga is the name of an enemy in... What's the name? Golga, the name of the big old eye monster. I don't remember now. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. How about Nagasta for historiographer? Oh, I know. Oh, man, we can't give Nagasta anything else then, huh? Court tutor. So we're looking for someone who's preferably patient, but I guess reckless, lustful, cynical, greedy, gluttonous. You are like the perfect Slowed. Welcome aboard. It's not going to fuck us in the future, I'm sure. And Rackle, we've got no good commanders because, again, we're Slowed, right? Give him an invaluable book. Lose 1 gold. Goodbye, my friend. Enjoy your gold. And soften him some more. I just feel like we're wasting time not going for the Lord of the Tamo, huh? Let's summon some armies. So we've got 48 Magicka. It's a shame we can't. Can we just get like 2 more Magicka somehow? How could we do that very, very quickly without having to unpause? Or without having to change focus? So why don't we visit the marketplace? Visit an alchemist and see if they've got like a potion of... You got like a fertility plus 50%. That's absolutely disgusting. I don't want to think of a virile Slowed. Hey, potion of intelligence. There we go. It's 180 gold. You will never have my money again. You disgusting man. How dare you? Well, that sucks. What I wanted to do is get us up to 50 so we can summon the biggest unit of the Undead Warriors. Now I think about it, though, I don't think we've got enough boats to actually transport them, huh? We've only got 4 freaking boats. How could we do it? Well, there is a way we could do it. We could... What if we declare war, they send troops over to us, we raise our own troops, and then summon the undead on top of that? How many troops have they got? So we can summon, what was it, 1,100 undead. They've got, so we can summon enough undead to match their armies. The question is, will another 400 men coming in at no morale be enough to balance it out? Or we have them raised... Okay, I've got a plan. It might not work, but we're not going to lose a huge amount. We've obviously got to try something here. We can't be trapped on this island for the rest of the bloody campaign. So, declare war. Now, hopefully, our monkey friend will immediately start sending troops over to us. Why have we not got vision on literally the next island? Spy Master. Spy Mastery. There we go. Okay. Unless they have no boats either. Holy shit, I didn't even think about that. Monkey friend. Fleet levies 4. This is what you call a status quo. This is what you call a stalemate. Oh, shit. Oh, we can summon the Tangmo Warriors. Good. Okay, hang on a minute then. So, let's use our magic to open spellbook. Can we summon ghost ships? Oh my god, we can't even summon ghost ships. Can we hire mercenary boats? Nope, that's the only... Oh, shit. What have I done? I feel like this might be... This might be doomed. I have prime opportunity to practice my restoration magic. Excellent, of course. There we go. No problem. Ready? Gain 10 gold. Okay, so, while this war is kicking along in the background, we should probably build, like, some docks or something, huh? Oh, wow, that's cool. Transcendent Tower. The mysterious transcendent architects of Aquistion are known for their study in remote towers. Towers, don't even get me on that. It's the worst part of the Elder Scrolls lore. Do not even get me onto that. I'm not discussing it for yet another series. Can we get some, like, boats, though? We need a large hall level 3. Oh my god, that's 2 levels above what we've got now. Is there nothing that can give us more boats? Morale of armies, fort level archers. Are you shitting me? Oh, good. Now... Somebody pointed out in the comment section. It did make me laugh because they were doing it based on the comment I said about armchair experts. They were doing it specifically to piss me off. They said that slowed traveling airships rather than boats. That's actually true. Is there a way to add a boat retinue? I've never considered that before, but a boat retinue, rename it airships, and then we could actually have a very slowed, lore-friendly troop, because slows can't fight in combat, but that's a retinue that makes sense, huh? I don't know how that would work. I can make a decision instead. That would work. Okay, that's a good idea. Someone remind me of that in the future. Okay, so basically this war is an absolute fucking stalemate. We've just got to wait to lose. Vermina, can you... sorry, Namira. Sorry, Namira. I was... You humans all look alike, so you Daedra all look alike. What can we do about this? Who's the Daedric... Who's the Daedric god of boats? I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Well... This was a horrible decision. I'm so annoyed. I can't forget. Okay, so what we could do, okay, military exploits. Here's my military exploit right here. Let me tell you the time I once declared war on a man. Neither of us had any boats, and we stood and shouted obscenities across from each other island to one another. So here's what we're gonna do. We hire our troops. We hire our boats. We can't even put our tiniest army into the fucking boats. I was going to say, we split them down, we put as many as we can on the boats and just keep chipping away at them and just going over and over and over, because eventually we will whittle them down. I know, because they'll be reinforcing because they're in their home territory. I know what the hell we can do. What can we do? This may be a doomed war. We can put our boats down so not costing us money. I think... Let's just keep going with the war. There's an argument we could surrender so that because we don't have access to certain events while we're at war. How can I fail the first war by doing absolutely nothing? Some prospective students of magic, let's just take our mind off it. Go back to the academy. Today's lesson will be on destruction, namely fire spells. Behold, I say, I will project a spear of fire that would detonate in an incendiary blast. I forget how we level up our mage's skills. I believe it's by studying our specialization and leveling that. That can in turn level up our main education. Someone feel free to correct me on that one if I'm wrong, though. So we can now, as we have 200 gold, check on our brood. This allows us to potentially adopt a young Sload for right now, it's only for them to be our heir, and of course we have heir designation, so the useless ones we can find other use for by, you know, turning them into soap. I mean, reform the religion. It's another good part of having heir designation. Those mechanics kind of work well together, you know. For now, they're kind of fairly pointless. I guess we could be assassinated and get a game over. Oh, I guess we should. Yeah, let's check on the brood. Using a recall spell, you find yourself in the bowels of the spawning pit under your castle. Here, adolescent Sload reproduce during the second stage of their life cycle. Many generations descend from your own adolescence, and you can choose when to succeed you and further your goals. You'll serve well, or I'll find another use for you. A courtier named Chort. And that is why this is the best series I've ever done in my whole goddamn life. Chort de Hut. I do like to chort the hut fairly frequently. Designate him as our heir. Like I said, we can designate the best one in our opinion, then we can just eat the rest, or turn them into soap. What do we want to do with Chort the Hut then? My young son. I guess we'll train him in magic and actually educate him ourselves then. Do we get? Is it faith? It's faith that you want to educate them in magic, right? So if they come out shit, like I said, just turn them into soap. We'll educate them ourselves because we do have shrewd, which gives a slight bonus. Anybody who's patient, diligent, that doesn't seem the slowed way. Oh, that's Jabba. No, we want to train him ourselves. Or, unless we've got a legendary mage. Oh, you know what? Nagasta. He's a better level mage than us, so in theory it should have a better impact on his education. If your character dies now, we will play as Chort de Hut. There we go. So we've guaranteed that the save game will last longer, just in case these monkeys do end up coming over here and sieging down our capital. I cannot believe this. I do like the idea of adding a method of getting slowed airships, because that is definitely in lore. They apparently carry off bodies from, like, areas affected by the Thracian Plague, in theory, but areas of, like, big war, like Seneschal in southeastern, like this province here, Seneschal, sorry, in southeast and elsewhere, they supposedly have airships going to and from there, picking up, like, the dead. So that could be something we could definitely invest in as a means of transporting around these big, just disgusting, fat, ugly creatures. A group of vicious highwaymen have been preying on the travellers. I will not risk my net to fight bandits. Of course we won't. We're slowed. Absolutely we will not. Anyway, I'm going to implement that so that we can actually make some progress for the next episode. This has been pretty good. We've obviously become a necromancer, which is fantastic. We've apparently got friggin' Nagasta himself at our court. Hopefully we'll start getting some of the education coming through in regards to Transcendent Architect's influence. 100%, that's very impressive. Wow, look at that. Successful missions plus 99%. When can we level up? We need 3,000, so we're halfway there to leveling up to the next level of Transcendent Architects as well. It's going to be a slow start because, of course, we are starting on an island, but, you know, with some airships. Maybe we wouldn't be on a goddamn island, you giant idiot. What did I think about these things? Let's give a shout out to the people who aren't the giantest idiots, though. They are actually the smartest people who have ever lived in my whole life, at least. That's it. It's the insane top tier level patrons. Big shout out to Alpascuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmosis, Average Gamer 419, Baniel, Blurry Bunny, Sidini, Conspire T, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Danny Good, Donald, Eric B, Escape, Facundo Vasquez, Fungus King, Gogolus, Harik, Haydog, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen, Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kaden Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilim, Pavis Presley, Serthal the Swede, Sargon, Toby Cruz, Tom Terror 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Backers, and Zazzy 7011. Thank you all for your support in the insane tier levels on Patreon. It's much appreciated. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. It will pick up next episode. I promise you that much. And a shout out as well to Asro, Adam Person, Akari, Andrew Wilson, Arachnid44, Betimus Max, Sidini, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Coney217, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, GDWK Run, Genji Zerka, Gray, Haji Damar, Hancock, Harry McGowan, Isa the Great, Israel, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Joran DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Johnny No, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beard, Justin Plock, Justin Walters, Lemon Stark, Luan and Thomas, Matthew, Nathan Flores, Nathaniel Lindbergh, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Nixie, Pan 7, Panther Pearl, Smirtworm, The Insane Pickle, Venom Meow, Will Wade, Wolfie, and Zico 2. Thank you all for your support.